Redline Logbook here to finally finish off the power scaling of all of the Danmachi levels. This is levels 5 through 8. Starting off at level 5, luckily we have the Loki Familia who had so many level 5s at the beginning of their story. The weakest of level 5s are city level and the strongest are multi-city level. We know this based on the fight the Loki Familia had with a demi-spirit in the deep floors, because durability and strength are roughly equal when it comes to stat-wise. I'm about to go into a long tangent, but it does explain their power. While on the safe floor in the deep zone, the Loki Familia encountered for the first time the caterpillar monsters that are able to spit acid, and their blood is made of acid. Now, the deep floors are all the size of Aurora or bigger the deeper you go. As a result of this, they're the size of a city. Now, because of the acid blood, it was hard to defeat these caterpillar monsters without magic, and so Reveria had to be the one to do it. As a result, the caterpillar monsters completely flooded the safe zone, leading to absolute destruction and chaos, but they were easily eliminated by a single attack by Reveria, which means at level 6, Reveria was able to casually do a city-busting attack. Now, the reason why I say casually is because she had to heavily hold back to not kill her familiar members. Garth has even mentioned this before, where Reveria is constantly holding back to avoid friendly fire. So if she wasn't holding back, she could obliterate Aurora and pretty much the surrounding areas with ease. Now take that into mind that she's a level 6. Now let's go down to the deep floors where the Loki Familia fought a demi-spirit, which was a spellcaster and a level 7, so even stronger magic than Reveria. This demi-spirit was not holding back in any way, shape, or form. It was trying to kill the Loki Familia. It unleashed two massive magic attacks. One was a fire attack, which Reveria tried using a magical shield to protect them. The barrier shattered. She was then hit by the fire. Garth then used his own body as a shield to protect everyone else. He was then obliterated, and what remained hit the rest of the party, whose levels ranged from 3 to 6. This fire attack completely obliterated the floor they were on. Everything was just turned to ash. They all survived, but that's because most of the attack was, absorbed by Reveria's shield and, of course, Garth. What was not blocked by them was another magical attack, a bunch of meteors summoned from the sky to crash down on them. Finn then gave an order to Eyes and all the other uppers of the Loki Familia to basically use their own bodies as shields to protect Raoul and the other lower level adventurers. At this time, Bet, Tion, Teona were all level 5. They used their own bodies as shields to protect all the other lower level adventurers, and they survived with relative few scratches. I mean, they were obviously hurt by this attack, but this attack had the power to destroy multiple cities at this point. It's a level 7 attack. And they got up and they were able to keep fighting. Now, obviously, the despair got to them at first and they didn't really have the will to fight until Finn brought up a speech. But that wasn't a physical thing, that was a mental thing. Physically speaking, they could have taken a few more hits from those spells and survived. So yes, a level 5 has the durability to survive a city-busting attack several times over. And I've said this multiple times, that durability and strength are roughly equal with each other when it comes to Danmachi and its stat system. Which means if you get hit by a level 5 attack, you're being hit by an attack that could level a city. As for the speed of a level 5, just as the level 4 is sub-relativistic, the level 5 is the same way, but at even greater level. To put this into perspective, a level 5 can move so fast that a level 1 can't even see them. Bet at level 5 is actually still faster than Eyes at a level 6 without her win. That's mostly because he specialized in speed, but that does at least give us the upper limit of a level 5 in speed. And so the reason why I'm comparing Bet to Eyes is because when Eyes was a level 6, just turned to level 6, she was saving Belle from a trap that Lily set when she stole his knife, and the entire time while she was saving Belle, Belle could not see her. She was moving so fast that a level 1 adventurer like Belle could not track her movements at all. He only knew there was an adventurer there helping him because all the orcs were dying, which means unlike a level 4, which is able to move in a way that makes them invisible for a second to a level 1, a level 5 can move so fast that they're permanently invisible to a level 1. Once you hit a level 6, you basically are just multiplying at that point. What I mean by that is, because the dungeon is the main battleground of Danmachi and the city of Aurora, you don't get anything past city-busting attacks, because if there were, then Aurora wouldn't exist anymore, obviously. So the way the novels show the strength of a level 6 and above is by having them fight other levels below them, where they'll usually fight up to 3 to 5 characters whose level is 1 level below them. The animosity between Eyes and Revis is a perfect example of this. When Eyes was level 5, Rivas was just kicking her ass, even with her wind. Eyes just couldn't keep up. Then after Eyes leveled up to a level 6, she didn't even need her wind, just beat down Rivas. She was kicking her ass with ease. This drove Rivas into a wall, and so what she did is she decided to then devour Ulysses' monster crystal. Now, Ulysses was able to fight on par with Bet, who was a level 5 at the time, so which means he was a level 5, and Rivas was a level 5. She ate his crystal. She now had the power of 2 level 5s. While she was now able to not take a beating from Eyes, Eyes was still stronger than her and was still winning. In fact, Rivas even comments, Eyes still has the ability to talk while fighting, which he found very insulting, because that means Eyes didn't have to put everything she had into this fight. And after Eyes beats her here in this fight, Rivas then comes to the conclusion that she needs to now store up even more power. So yes, even fusing the power of 2 level 5 characters together still wasn't enough to defeat a level 6. And not just that, but Eyes just leveled up, so her level 6 stats were all still I, which means you require the power of 3 to 5 level 5s to take on a level 6. And that goes along with all categories: strength, durability, speed. In fact, a level 6 speed is on par with that of the speed of lightning. During the Zeno arc, Belle and Eyes end up getting into Eyes is trying to kill Weene while Belle is trying to protect her. While getting in her way, Belle is just really beaten down by Eyes, and she quickly jumps past him to get to Weene. Belle isn't fast enough to keep up with her, and so he uses Firebolt on her. Firebolt is literally firebolt, as in it's a lightning bolt made of fire. Eyes' reaction speed was so quick she had time to turn around and then use her sword to reflect the lightning bolt away. So yes, level 6s can move faster than the speed of lightning, which is roughly a third the speed of light. Level 7s, this is when things start to get a little absurd. Now, level 7s are the same way to a level 6 as a 6 is to a level 5, so where it takes 3 to 5 level 6s to beat a level 7. For example, Astreus was winning a fight with Bet, Teon, and Teona all by himself. He was a level 7, they were all level 6s, 3-on-1, and he was kicking their asses, period. But what makes level 7 fun is the fact that we have some insane feats from a couple of level 7s. That's right, we're going to the Zeus and Hera Familia. Let's start with the Zeus Familia. Let's start with Zard. Zard is an interesting one. Zard's introduction is basically him clowning on the Freya Familia for just the fun of it. For example, he decided to fuck with Alan, who was a level 5 at the time, by showing that he was faster than him. Yeah, Zard moved so fast Alan, the fastest person in Aurorio, could not see him. And didn't even really attack Alan, he just appeared behind him just to screw with him. That's all he did, he just popped up behind him, Alan ran away, and he popped up behind Alan again, just to make sure Alan knew he was inferior. Then after he's done proving that he's faster than Alan, he then shows his strength to Otter. His first attack on Otter was so powerful, it caused an earthquake. Shakti legitimately thought there was a natural disaster happening, and that was just a single swing of Zard's sword. During the rematch with Otter, that Zard ended up losing, the shockwaves off of their attacks were causing buildings to rattle. An order by Finn had to be made basically saying that everyone needs to stay away from those two because even getting near them could get you killed. But let's not forget the Hera Familia, Althea, the most powerful mage in all of Aurorio. Yeah, so while she was down on the 18th floor fighting the Estrella Familia, she of course is a mage, so she was using magic, and she was unleashing Gospel, which is a one-word instant magic spell that releases a sound attack. These sound attacks are absurdly powerful to the point where they were causing the dungeon to shake. That's not a joke. Asfi, who was on the surface, could feel the ground underneath her shake every time Althea casted Gospel. The 18th floor of the dungeon is more than 400 feet or more than 120 meters underground. And yet Althea's weakest attack could be felt straight through. Yeah, the power of a level 7 is basically that of a demigod at this point. And when it comes to the speed of a level 7, it has been stated that both Zod and Althea would be faster than the Juggernaut spawning at floor 70. Now, the deeper the Juggernaut spawns, the stronger and faster it is. The one that Bell fought when he was a level 4, and all of his speed stats were triple S, was only spawned at level 37, and it was faster than Bell. And yet a level 7 is faster than a Juggernaut spawned at almost double the floors down. And this insane level of speed is actually proven out in volume 17 when Otter goes to kidnap Bell at the beginning of the novel. He takes a step forward, disappears, both Ryu and Bell have no fucking idea where he went, and the next thing Bell knows, his face is in the ground and he's unconscious. That's right, Otter was so fast, it was like he flash-stepped a level 4 Bell. And finally, a level 8. And I know there are some of you are going to comment that level 9s have existed in the story. The only issue is we have no feats for them. But we do have a feat for a level 8. This is spoilers for Volume 18, so a warning to all of you out there. In Volume 18, there's a 5-on-1 fight. It's Mamma Mia, Ryu, Belle, and surprising enough, Hayden of the Freya Familia versus Otter. Haruhime was there and she gave a level boost to all the characters so they could defeat Otter, which means Belle went from a level 5 to a level 6, and Ryu, Mamma Mia, and Hayden all went from a level 6 to a level 7. Now Otter is a level 7, so you would think 3 level 7s at a level 6 would kick his ass pretty easily. No, because apparently Otter has a special skill which allows him to activate at free will beastification, which is an ability that all beast people have. If they meet a certain condition, they can unlock a new level of power and strength that they normally don't have. Because Otter can activate it at will, he was able to ascend to a level 8. Temporarily, but still, he's a level 8. And he beats the living shit out of all of them. His attacks are so powerful, they leave gaping holes in the ground anytime he misses one of them. Even with Hayden launching lightning spears at him to slow him down and to do everything impossible to damage him, he just tanks it all and he just keeps going. A single hit from Otter could kill any of them, even though they're all level 7s at this point and Belle's level 6. And the most insane part is, Belle, with a full charged Argonaut firebolt at point blank range, causes Otter to take a 5-minute break. That is not a joke. He takes that shit hard. It shoots him fucking out of the building all the way to a damn river. He never goes down. He then walks through the destruction of the firebolt back to Belle and the others where they were having their fight, falls to his knees, and then says, "In 5 minutes, I'll recover." A level 6 Argonaut firebolt was just walked off. A level 8 is absolutely the pinnacle of power that we've seen so far, and is an insane level of power. But yeah, this series of videos is finally over. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Danmachi and other anime things. Thank you, and have a great day.